Oh, fuck. You good? Good? Fuck, I thought you were lace class.
So my name is Miguel Ruben Cortez. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Corona, California. And as early as I can remember, I've always known how to ride a bike. My dad, big influence on this. It's kind of funny because he doesn't really like me riding bikes today, but he's the one that created this monster. But anyways, he wanted us to be outside as kids, so we rode bikes, cut the grass, picked oranges, swept the driveway, played basketball. We did the normal kid stuff. One of my favorite memories as a kid was just like riding a bike on the sidewalk, and it'd be a hot summer day and I'd get the sprinkler mist to hit me in my glasses, and it was just childhood memory that always stay with me. So when I turned 11 or 13, I first got my BMX bike. It wasn't a real BMX bike, but I got one. It was at Walmart. It was a Tony Hawk BMX bike. If you really look back at it, it's really weird to get a Tony Hawk BMX bike because Tony Hawk's a skater. Why is he selling BMX bikes? I don't know. But it was $101 and I paid for it all by myself, and I was so proud. So after that, I realized my bike was kind of lame, so I got a cooler, awesomer bike. It was a 2013 SE Wildman. And this is my first real BMX bike. It was lighter, it was stronger, and you could do a lot more tricks on it compared to a Walmart bike. So after I got this bike, my brother and my younger cousin, Daniel and Chris, they also got BMX bikes. They love to copy older siblings, if you know what I mean, older siblings out there. And so they did, and secretly I was pretty pumped on this because this meant that I could ride with people that were my friends, and I had people to ride with. So they both got bikes, and the rest of our lives were changed for the better, in my opinion, up until now. This was what, 2012, so 7 years have gone by and I've loved every minute of it. So me, Daniel, and Chris, we started riding bikes. We weren't really good at all. And over the years we've progressed and we've learned and we've become better at riding bikes, and I'm really grateful for how BMX has brought us together. Since getting the bikes, we've made YouTube videos, we've traveled all over California, we've came close to each other, we've gone through certain scenarios that will be with me forever in my memories. It's really impacted us a lot. We've gone to cities in Los Angeles County and San Diego County and Riverside County, Orange County, Northern California, Arizona. We've really gone places that I never would have thought that we would have ever gone before if it weren't for riding bikes. So BMX to me, when I was younger, it was freedom. Like with the Tony Hawk bike, it was freedom because my mom was very strict, and she's like, hey, you can't ride your bike across the street, you can't ride your bike here, you can't ride your bike there, but you have to stay on this one block. And me being a younger kid, I was like, okay, Mom. But then one day I was like, you know what, Mom? I'm gonna ride my bike across the street. I'm gonna ride my bike to my friend's house. I'm gonna ride my bike to school. I'm gonna ride my bike back home, and I'm gonna go to the skate park. So it was a little bit of freedom for me, man. I didn't have a license, so my bike was my ride, man.
You know the fucking vibes, son? You know the fucking vibes? 951.
Now you get down, you know. How you gonna treat this king, baby?
951. How you gonna treat my boy? He's a king. And he's a queen.
And then, later into my teen years, BMX was exploration. You might think freedom and exploration might be the same thing, but they're actually really different. Exploration, like I said earlier, we traveled to a lot of places that we never thought we would ever go to. We would go to sewage ditch lines. We would go to skate parks that weren't officially skate parks, but they were. We would go to hills in the middle of nowhere to ride these dirt jumps that were totally garbage, but we did it because that was the only thing that we had. We would go ride our city and go take all the back streets that we didn't know about because we were bored and we just wanted to ride our bikes. So we really got to go and explore and try new things out that we never thought we would ever have done because we just had nothing better to do. And then later in my teen years, now I'm into my 20s, BMX kind of became this unpredictable thing that you really didn't know what would happen or how things would go down. I say this because when you ride bikes, you want to make videos about this, and so you want to make videos, you want to go to places that you've never been, and because You want to ride things that you've never been, you have to break in. Sad but true, you have to do things that you don't know about. So like going to schools and getting kicked out by security and riding your bike and getting really hurt and having to go to ER and riding your bike on a rainy day and somehow eating it, and then you realize that you shouldn't have done that, or just waking up in the morning and ending up in Huntington Beach somehow because you didn't know what you were doing. That's why BMX is cool. So BMX has a big impact on my life, whether you believe it or not. I started riding bikes and then I wanted to make videos about this, and I made videos with my friends, with Daniel and Chris, and we had our own YouTube channel. We made videos twice a week for a whole entire year, and then we did that for another year. And I learned a lot about making videos. I had made videos on my phone. No, take that back. I had made videos on my iPod, yes. And I made videos on my phone, and then I made videos on my laptop, and then I got a real professional laptop and I started making videos, and here I am today. And I go to Cal State San Bernardino to make videos, man. Riding bikes inspired me to make videos, and it's really changed my life. Making videos is so much fun for me. Whenever I got free time, I'm like, hey, let's make a video. Why not? Let's go make this video on eating tacos, or let's make this little sketch video that we thought of, or let's make this BMX unboxing video, or let's make this video about these Vans shoes. Let's make a video about anything, to be quite honest. And I wouldn't be here where I am today if it weren't for BMX. So that's pretty flippin' awesome. When people ask me if BMX is a lifestyle, it most certainly is. BMX impacts the things I watch, the way I dress, the music I listen to, the places I go, how I think. There's this thing in BMX, it's called spot searching, so you just look for spots to ride your bike on, for street riding anyways. And whenever I go outside and I'm driving and I see this particular architecture on this building or this rail or this ditch or these stairs or this anything really, I'm always thinking, oh, that'd be a cool trick to do on that. And it's like this secret spy inside of you that's always looking for the latest and greatest spot to ride your bike on. And I think it's pretty weird how BMXers do that, man. Skaters too. Certain music, like I know some 70s rock music that I would never have known. Or maybe it's metal. Maybe it's metal. I don't even know the genre. It's like some old music that I can't even find on the internet. And I know it specifically because I saw it in a video for this specific bike company, and that's the only way you could find it. The way I dress, I wear Vans a lot. I like Vans. I like Dickies. I like wearing hats. I've broken many pairs of my glasses because of BMX, and it's pretty flippin' cool, if you ask me. So there's this cultural thing in BMX, and it's called an edit. So it's a compilation of all your best tricks and your best filmmaking and your favorite song, and you put them all together and people watch them all together, and it's a collection of your best work, and it really it's a really fun thing to do. I've probably made 4. The first one was horrible. The second one was a little bit better. The third one was horrible. The fourth one was a little bit better. And I'm currently working on one right now, and watching these videos and going back and seeing all of them really shows you how people progress in their riding and how my video skills have improved since then. And they're just a fun thing to do. That's like a little project you make with your friends, and you go out to places, like I said earlier, you go out to places unpredictable, the unknown. Sometimes shit hits the fan and you're all in it together to just have fun. These edits don't really get you money or attention, or really, they don't really mean anything to you, but to me, it's freaking my heart and soul into that thing, and I just love it. And I will never stop making them for as long as I can ride. So there's a lot of pain associated with BMX. I've broken, I forget which ankle, I think it might be my right ankle. I think I broke my right ankle, my left wrist, my jaw makes this clicking noise, my knees click, my ankles click. I have arthritis in my ankles, I can't even walk. I walk like an old man, I'm only 20. My brother's broken his left wrist like twice, or maybe it was his thumb, I don't even know. People slam, I got all these cuts all over my body, scars everywhere. And you might ask, why do you do this for 4 or 5 seconds for a particular clip, trick, whatever you want to call it? To be quite honest with you, it's a high. Straight up is, man. You land a trick that you've never thought you would land before, you do something super awesome, you will ride that high for the rest of the day. Nothing will bring you down, really. Happened to me many times, and it's just like some kind of magical work that happens, and it's worth it, really. It really is. We'll definitely feel it when we're older, but I'm trying to live in the now, man. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to live my life and do things while I'm young. And I really have no regrets about it whatsoever. So my favorite memory about riding BMX, I kind of have two actually. So one, I was trying to do a half cab, so that's like a backwards 180. So I was trying to do a backwards 180 down a 34 set of stairs. And I did this and I fell down not even halfway, like a little bit, maybe a quarter of the way, a third of the way down these stairs. And I fell down and I broke my right ankle. And so I'm at the bottom, I'm towards the middle of the stair set. My brother and my cousin are at the top and they come rushing down and I'm crying like a little baby and they're arguing with each other and they don't know what to do and they're about to get in a fist fight and I'm down here crying like a little baby. And it was just pure chaos and I had to drive home with a broken ankle because they couldn't drive yet. And it turns out I broke my ankle, I went to the hospital and everything, and it was pretty funny. And I'll probably never forget that memory. That's also a great one. And then my last one, so it's me, my brother, my cousin. We're at my cousin's house in Riverside, and where he lives, there's these dirt jumps. And next to these dirt jumps is this really big, steep hill. And my brother, he decided, it was really hot that day, so he took off his shirt, and he decides to go down this hill, and he's going down this hill maybe like 40 miles an hour. And he goes down and he loses control and he skids maybe like the last third of the way down the hill, shirtless in this 95-degree weather with this really hot gravelly dirt, and he scuffs up his whole entire front chest and everything's bleeding everywhere. And at the moment he really took it like a champ and I was like, wow, this guy really sucked it up. But we're riding home now and he just suddenly breaks down when we're like a block away from my cousin's house. And we just start cracking up, but he's bawling his eyes out. And we get to my cousin's house, and so my aunt and my uncle are like, oh, we're gonna have to clean this up. And so they start putting, it's either rubbing alcohol or peroxide to clean up his cut. I don't know what it was, and it was really burning him. And he started crying even more. And he's like, I want my brother to do it. And so I get the rubbing alcohol and I just spray it all over his stomach like a ketchup bottle. Like I'm just spraying ketchup bottles worth of peroxide, like the whole thing of it all over his chest. And he's crying like a little baby. And my aunt and my uncle thought it was the cutest thing. And I thought it was a pretty funny moment. So did my cousin. We didn't think it was funny at the time, but later when we reflect on that story, we love to tell that one to everyone. And I'm just really grateful for the people that I have in my life because of bike riding. And I'm proud of being a biker, even though we have some bad stigmas with it. We're not all that way, man. We're all pretty cool and diverse and everything, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I want to say, next time you're bored or next time you want to go somewhere and you see some bike rentals, whatever, it may not be a BMX bike. If it's just a bike, if you don't know how to ride a bike, go on YouTube, look that up, because riding bikes are good for your health, mental and physical. I love to do that when I'm bummed out. And yeah, I just want to spread the words of biking, man, because it's really freaking awesome and you should most definitely do it.